Okay, so I just have a couple quick questions to go over for the presentation. So I have the learning targets. The main goal is going to be the race strategy. And then really quick, one of my questions was if you wanted to just look over this Iowa assessments versus ISASP and see if there's like anything you think I need to change or if it makes sense.
Oh, I didn't know it was not timed. That's awesome.
Yeah, I know, but you do, like if you start reading that day, they have to finish reading.
Well, that makes sense. It's just kind of nice that they don't have to be like, you have 25 minutes.
Right, which that, I mean, it's like good, but it'll also be,
Yeah, some kids in my class, maybe you just tell them that they need to finish within this day or two.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, my kids take a long time
Yeah,
to process.
has to be that day.
Yep.
Yeah, so, and then fourth grade doesn't take
Also
science.
completed that day.
There's not a bubble sheet. It's on the computer.
It looks good.
Is there anything?
No, I think that's good.
If you guys, and if, when I am going through this, like, feel free to pop in at any time and be like, and remember in third grade, da 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 da, like if you think of something else. And at any time, just pop in. So we're gonna go over the constructed response and also talk about like, yeah, we're doing this for ISAS, but like, really it's good for anything. In fact, in the book it talked about like, talking about interviews, like when, I was thinking the other day I watched like the KWQC kids getting like interviewed from the basketball championships or whatever, and how like the news reporter asks them a question and then they have to answer, like talking about that. So just kind of trying to relate it to real life. So
Before I forget,
Yeah.
about the ISAP, they will not all have the same thing on their computer screen either at the same time, will they? Do they mix up the questions?
that's a really good question.
But that's why we're supposed to have the boards.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
wondering, so kids were aware, it's kinda like the FAST test and the fact that you're
You may not
Tests
be
not
on the same thing
look the
as
same
everyone
as,
else.
yeah.
That's
Right.
good to maybe add on there so they, if they are tempted, they know it's not gonna help. Not to say they wouldn't
Right,
be,
but-
but
Well, and like I know they can
it just,
move.
it's good for them to know.
I know they can move at their own pace,
Mhm.
but whether or not the questions
questions
are
at the
different, I
same time.
don't know. That's a good one.
They mix them up.
I can look into that too. But yeah, for sure we can talk about like, and everyone will be moving at their own pace, so always only look at your test, but really it won't help.
This is
Yeah.
not one that'll help.
Okay, so then my next question was, this is the rubric that Pearson provides for grading the constructed response. So just like totally being honest, it's kind of confusing to me. So I don't know if you guys wanna take a second just to look it over and maybe help me come up with some.
So they have to give evidence from the text.
So evidence.
Right.
Cause in 2 it says clear claim with support.
So there has to be 3 clear claims of support?
I know,
Or is
that's
that
what
just-
I
I
don't
think
know.
those are three different
different
examples.
Okay,
That's how
that's what I was
That's what I
wondering.
was
Okay.
wondering the next thing.
So those are 3 examples
That
of
they can
what
get-
it would look like?
Yeah.
Okay.
For 2 points. Yeah, because
What I don't like is it's like, yeah, those are answers, but what were the questions? You know?
Right.
Like I wish it.
There was no little like rubric, cause I know in the writing one, it says like exactly.
Yes, it does.
It just had examples there.
Yeah, for the constructed response, this was the only rubric we could find, which I agree, Sarah, I thought it was weird because the writing one was so clear cut,
Mhm.
and this one's just like, whoa, here's these things.
Which I think is important, cause I know sometimes we've talked about saying like where they found the evidence, like the 0 pointer, the information is in paragraph 11. But you just don't wanna say paragraph 11, you
Right.
wanna be
And then just
specific
stop.
with your evidence.
Cause
confirms
they
his
will do
worries,
that.
but that whole
when they
thing, you know,
underline.
the whole paragraph wouldn't be the evidence. You
Mhm.
have to pick that one piece or those 2 pieces or whatever.
So you're saying, so in 0 points, it tells where the information is.
But it doesn't state it directly,
State
does
what
it?
it is. So, cause in 1 point it says in paragraph 11, Josh gets on the Ferris wheel. Which I'm assuming that's what paragraph 11's about.
so it states, the claim, but it doesn't give support.
I mean, and really, to me, a claim, which we talked about when we did claims and evidence,
Which is not even a standard this year.
it's an answer. I mean, in my opinion, it's the answer. The claim
the
is
claim.
what you think the answer is.
Yeah.
And,
I think,
and
You
I
know.
think one point is they either have support or they have claim, either or.
yeah,
Okay,
Do you
whereas
see-
two
yeah.
is you have
The-
both.
Yes,
Mhm.
cause the first
Okay.
one is they have details, but there's no claim, and then the second one is they have the claim, but no details.
Okay.
Which
So
is
either
our
one misses.
experience, we've had that, we
Yeah,
had that to deal
we
with
do.
last year.
Where the kiddos would get one but not the
Yeah,
other.
cause
Mhm.
4.8 was claim reason and, well, it was claim reasons and evidence, and so
Oh.
we busted our butts on that one. Ugh, and then this year they didn't make it a supporting, or a standard.
It's not a essential one.
So
Yeah, I
essential.
think we could still do it though. I think it might be.
I think
I
it'll
think
be
that might be
better.
helpful.
Good one to kind of frame this around. 4.8, you said?
Yeah.
I've
Mhm.
never.
It's-
Oh,
just on the top
that,
of my head.
That was in there, it was just like, I know it was 4.8.
No, that's awesome. I'll look into that because that would be good to make that connection too. Okay, so I will go through that, but again, if I'm talking and you're like, oh, make sure, I mean, just pop it.
Right, so
Just
this is what
together.
you're going over with the kids?
Yeah, so my goal, and what do you guys think about this? My goal for today was to get through slide 7, which is not very far. But just to give you an idea, and we can go through more of it, but I was thinking if we kind of do just like the intro today, then Tuesday we would focus on restating.
So, what did you say,
When-
day one
Yep, day 1
would be 1 through
Just-
7,
yeah.
so you'll introduce the race strategy.
Yeah, and just briefly. So here was my question, also my next question. Do we want to do like a baseline pre-check before going into everything?
You wanna see what they can do?
Okay.
Because I have little mini checks along the way. So like, I'm kind of jumping ahead here, but for the restate, like everything talks about restating. This would be tomorrow, and the quick check is just restating the question. Whoops, where is it at?
What slides are those?
That's a good question.
So it'd be 8 through something?
8 through, I think it's like 26, so it's a
26,
lot.
wow.
That might, yeah. So that was another thing, like,
Well, if you get further in day 1, just go into day 2 a little bit, you think?
well, that's what I'm wondering. What do you guys think?
I think
Get
so.
as far
Okay,
as I
fine.
can today.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, so I have this passage here, where is it? About keeping your teeth clean. So after restating the question, I have like a Google form where all they have to do is restate the question. Like they don't have to answer it, and I kind of scaffold it so every day they have to do a little bit more.
Mhm.
Does that sound?
Mhm, that's
Okay.
what we did.
So I have it on a Google form here, so they could work on typing it.
That's a good idea.
Just because with the ISET, oh wait, that's the one of the written. They could do it written, and I have the Google form here, or use the Google form.
Is a Google form just multiple choice then, or
No, it allows them to do a
multiple
sorry, I'm not-
choice or
Yes.
short answer too?
Yeah, of course. Here it is. Could it be more obvious? Sorry. Google form link. So yes, so then they would have the passage. We could have it up on the board, and then they would just.
Do you wanna
Do we
share
need to
those
share
links with
those?
us, and then we can put it in our
Classroom.
So that's yes. Do you guys want to do
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
Okay,
that's
so I'll share the links.
Oh, well, you already shared the presentation,
Well,
so.
Yeah, I mean, but it's up to you. I could just send you an email with the links.
Either way.
whichever would be
Oh,
easier.
yeah. I can go, I'll just go.
What slide
Okay,
is the?
yep.
Are we going Google form then?
What do you guys think?
Doesn't matter to me.
Versus the handwritten, I have it in a paper form too.
Well, they
I
have to
think-
do it
I
on the
think-
computer,
I think
so
they
the
should
more
type it.
they,
I
the
think
more
they
they
should
do on the
type it.
computer, it more it reflects.
Slide
the content.
27.
Cool.
Number
So
27.
slide 27.
Assign in
Is
the
there another
classroom.
one? What are the other slides that they
Well,
have to do?
so
'Cause we
so
can do it
this
all at
one is
once.
I'm not totally done with it yet.
Okay.
Because I
That's
wanted
okay.
to see what you wanted first before I made everything. Like if you wanted handwritten stuff, I'd make handwritten stuff, but if you wanted Google, I'd make Google.
I think
I
as
think
much
so.
on the computer as we
Yeah,
can.
the typing, which is ridiculous, in my opinion, is silly. But yeah, they need to get used to the typing and
Okay.
not talk to text. They can't use it.
Yeah.
So then my other question would be do you want to do one from today? I think I put it in the slide here. I did it as a written one, but I could really quickly put it in a form.
Just leave it like that.
Well,
Or do you want them to get
I
used
think if we put it in a form, then all
they
the
can type on it.
answers will be in one spot.
Oh, instead of,
that-
well, I mean,
that-
it's,
Yeah, I think it helps to be in a form.
okay,
In a
that's
form.
fine. So this
But
is,
I can, yeah, I'll just make it into a
This
form
is
really quick.
slide 7? 6.
Six.
No. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, 6.
But I'll put the, well, is that gonna mess you guys up if I probably won't have it till right before I get in.
yeah, so we'll have to do it this way. Because for us to, we need to get it done before she comes in.
Yeah, we could just do it this one in our Google Classroom. Just share the
link.
the Google Doc.
And then
And then they
have
can
it be
type
as
on.
a,
If we put it in our classroom, it's not that hard to find all of them.
Well, yeah, cause actually, once you click on one person, you just hit
Hit
the
the
arrow
arrow.
and it goes straight next to the next person,
Okay.
so it's no big
what
deal.
time do they get back? Cause I could make the form
9:15.
before that too.
And I do have to type up lots of notes.
Okay, yes, I'm almost done. Is that okay?
Yes,
Fine. Okay,
that's
so
fine.
I will get this in a Google form. Today, the goal would be for them to do everything, just so we can kind of see where they're at along the continuum.
Mm-hmm.
And then, do you guys want to grade it with this rubric?
Yeah,
Okay.
might as well.
Do you
Is
want
there
me
a way to,
grade it?
like,
Do you grade it?
Is there a way to like print that off so they can have it?
Yes,
Like in
I
front
will
of
do that.
them?
Yep, print slide 5,
I mean, it could just be like a half sheeter or.
for sure. Maybe, what if I did that and then the R.A.C.E thing below it?
Yeah.
So then they have that to refer
Yeah, no,
to.
I think that's a good idea.
Is that okay? Okay. All right, so I will get that done before I come in today, and then we'll do the R Tuesday, I'll start it today, get as far as we can go. The goal would be R Tuesday, A Wednesday, C Thursday. Now Friday, Jamie, you and I are going to Bluegrass
No, that's right.
in the morning. Would you guys be interested in doing it in the afternoon at all? What's your schedule look like?
You do 1:45 to 2 o'clock.
That's fine. Awesome. Thank
Terry's
you
last.
guys.
Okay.
Okay, and at any time throughout, you jump in.
Okay.
Sound good?
No, I think that sounds great. So the
Okay.
big thing we need from us is to maybe wait for you to send us the Google.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do it right now.
Yeah, Chinty.
And then if you guys don't mind popping it in your classroom, that
Mhm.
should be
Okay.
probably the easiest. Then it's all just there.
Yeah, I would think
Okay.
so. Okay.
Okay. Good?
Okay, yep.
Awesome! Thank you guys. I
Would
appreciate
you
it.
want to meet with us again to discuss the rest